I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Well, that's awesome.
How you doing, man?
Hey, there we go.
All right. Oh, look at that eyebrow. Let me get it displayed. Are you able to hold it portrait landscape? Sorry, you able to hold the camera landscape?
Yeah, let's see. Let me see if I can say
It just makes it look better for us. There he is. All right, everybody is losing their minds.
All right, I'm trying to set this up. Hang on. I don't know how much.
All right, the first thing that I see is a friend of mine who came all the way from Michigan to see me last summer is coming to see you tomorrow at the con.
Nice.
So she's going to come, and I think she's got a gift for you as well. So that's something to look forward to.
Nice. All right. Hey, let me, I'm going to get this set up on here. Dude, I need to plug this in. My batteries are going down.
Okay. What a nice hotel room. Look at that. 4-poster bed.
Was it?
Look at the 4-poster bed. You got the swanky hotel room.
I know. It's actually a bed and breakfast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's haunted.
All right, that's the next stream that we're going to do is a most haunted Johnny Yong Bosch hotel room.
That's right.
JYB is rather quiet. Okay, I need to turn you up somehow. Give me 1 second.
Oh.
Yeah. Skype is at full. Is there any way, do you guys know of any way that I can turn him up? Chat? Unless I do this. What's up, Miss Nepolis92? Danger Man Leet is going to write a fan fiction featuring JYB in a haunted B&B.
Do it. Oh man, I think this chair's broken.
That's a great way to get you broken into the hotel room. A haunted hotel room.
I'm already all banged up. I still got this bandage on my eye.
Yeah, do you want to tell everybody how you got that? I did hear somebody say, how did he get that?
Oh, that was actually from, we're doing wrestling for jiu-jitsu, but we're doing like wrestling takedowns, and bumped heads when I slammed the guy. Well, I did a double leg takedown, and then I don't know what happened. We collided.
So let me know if you can see the chat.
Yeah, I'm going
I'll keep firing out questions at you and comments.
Hang on, I gotta do something real quick to see if I can find it.
No problem. Will Nero feature in the fan fiction? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. DLU Renee says, "Hello Johnny, big fan. Awesome job on the game. I haven't played the game yet. I've been waiting for you to get here. We're gonna give this a shot in a little while. So I'm gonna get my first taste of Devil May Cry 5 whilst Johnny's here with us."
All right, and I'm gonna judge you. Oh, there we go. I think I got it right here. Maybe. Yeah.
This is the boy from the intro. Yes, Lavatar. Do you remember that video we filmed 5 years ago? In Milton Keynes, Stonehenge?
Oh, yeah.
I still play that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, my son asks, what is your favorite food?
What's my favorite food?
Yeah.
Oh. Man, I like a lot of stuff, actually. Favorite food? Gosh, I don't know. I feel like I could eat Mexican food all the time.
Yeah, I'm down with you on that one.
Yeah.
Enchiladas.
Tacos. Nachos don't count. But is nachos even really Mexican? Oh, there's a crazy delay on here. I'm seeing myself.
It's usually not a bad delay, but it might be because you're in America, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
Okay,
cool. So I could see it. Who looked better in spandex? Jason, David, Frank, or Nero?
That's him including me there. I don't know if you've seen me wrestle before, have you, Johnny?
I don't know. I haven't actually. I know that
I'll have to send you
but
some
I have
links.
not. Yeah, all right. I got to.
You can just say that I look better in spandex if you like, just to make me feel better about myself.
All right. All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right, so
Yeah, you go ahead.
Some questions or what?
Yeah, we can just do that. I can start playing the game, or we can just sit here and chat for a few minutes and then get to the game in a bit.
Get started, right? I should probably turn this so I'm not looking away the whole time, huh?
Do whatever you want, mate. I'll read this one out because Marina has been dying to say this. She's been here since I started a couple hours ago now. Johnny, using this opportunity, I want to say I love your songs. They give me so much motivation, inspiration. You're so talented. I wish you to keep on going and never give up. I love and I know all the iShine songs and Where Giants Fall band songs by heart. Much love to you, Johnny.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Man, I cannot set this thing up.
I saw somebody say, are you excited to come back to the UK in March? Medway, right?
Okay, so I don't know if it's been announced yet. I'm sure that they're going to do it, but since you ask, I don't lie. I tell the truth to people when they ask. But I guess something happened maybe for that con, and I don't know that they're actually going to be able to do that con as far as what I heard, and so it doesn't sound like they're bringing any of us out. So yeah. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be there.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I was kind of looking forward to that, but sometimes that happens. Sometimes financially things kind of fall through. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. So it's a bit of a bummer. But I was looking forward to it. But so hopefully, I don't know, I can get out there.
Maybe in September for a little event, maybe. I'll keep bugging you about it. Don't worry. I'll keep bugging
you should. Keep doing it.
There you go, AKP. Are you going to Nero's wedding?
All right.
What else have we got? It's the best Power Ranger. Agreed. Don't tell JDF I said that.
I'm texting him that.
That guy that you met that one time, yeah, he says that I'm better Ranger. Are there some voice acting performances you are especially proud of and some you are not very proud of?
Yes.
No. Okay.
The answer is yes. How has the Mocap process changed from DMC4 to DMC5? Quite a bit, actually. When we did DMC4, I remember having to kind of overdo my body motions, so that the cameras could read my action. So it had to be slightly over the top as far as my body movements and things like that. But this time around, that I could just act, and I didn't have to think about that, which was kind of strange at first on DMC4, because my facial expressions had to be normal, my voice whatever had to be normal, but my body motions had to be slightly over the top. So it was kind of odd at first to get used to that. But this time around, I didn't have to worry about that.
Is it weird to say that we can kind of see that in Devil May Cry 4? I played it this week. I replayed it, and you can kind of see that it's kind of over the top in a way. Like that's not a slight on you. That's just obviously the way that you've said that it had to be captured.
Right.
You can tell it's kind of over the top.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, it's what, it's been 10 years now, right? Is that about it?
Yeah, 2008, I think it was.
Yeah, 2008. Wait, is that when I think that's when we were there working on it, yeah. Wait, is that right? Or is that when it was released?
I think that's when it was released, so it was probably before that then.
Probably 3 years before that, man. That's crazy.
Why?
Holy cow, yeah.
Cloud says 2009.
Like DMC5, we worked on this, I think, like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
The voiceover, when we finalized all the voiceover, I think that was about a year ago, maybe.
I was going to ask you actually. Do you do the voice acting first or the mocap first? Is the script finalized when you're doing the motion capture? Because I guess it does like facial recognition. I guess like it to do
well, they capture everything. You know, we had cameras attached to our helmets, and then basically we do everything. You know, so we're just acting out the scenes. The cool thing is they have like this time around, especially they had a screen down on the floor, kind of low, like a big screen where we can kind of see what the world was that we were in, and they would place whatever creature, demon, or monster that we were facing off with. And as soon as we stepped out onto the stage area, we would be like I would be Nero, you know, like I could see Nero and I could see his jacket and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. Like you instantly get to be that character and see it, visualize it, and all that stuff. So that was kind of cool. But they do capture everything there, the voiceover and all that. But then we do go back through the voiceover. Because that's really, it's more like scratch. It's like they're doing scratch tracks, and then we go back through and adjust it. But the script was definitely done. The cool thing about this, even with 4, but especially with this time around, they just trusted us with our characters. And, you know, I personally did, like, I think just 90% of my dialogue I adjusted and tweaked to make it sound more like Nero. But everything was there, you know, the script and the story and all that stuff was there.
That was my next question. Did you have free reign?
There was a lot of free reign within the limitations of what was going on in the scene. But there's quite a bit of free reign. Some things they were like, no, this has got to be this way. But there's quite a bit that was just sort of, you know, we just played. And they're like, oh, yeah, we like that, you know. And so we went with it. Uh-oh, this thing's freezing up.
Okay. When you found out Nero had short hair, what was your reaction, Johnny?
My reaction was like, oh man, I wonder how everyone else is gonna react to this.
Because I look at it this way. Nero in Devil May Cry 5 looks a bit like the DMC remake that they did in 2013. He looks a bit like... So it's kind of like he's morphed into that a bit. But Nero's definitely the main character now, right? Would you say? Like, obviously, I haven't touched DMC5 yet.
You're talking about 5?
Yeah.
Well, I can't ruin it, man.
Damn.
I'll tell you this. Oh man, this thing's not. It's not charging. All right, so if you liked 3 and if you liked 4, this kind of ties all those stories together. So.
Right. Okay. So that answers one of my questions. It was one of the questions that I saw on Reddit, to be fair, though, so it's probably already a spoiler.
Yeah, well, I've already seen it quite a bit.
This was a question somebody asked earlier. Do you play the games that you're in? Sometimes,
but it depends on the game. Like I will attempt to play this, but I'm terrible at games. You know, I can only play those. You know, Pokemon Go. I could throw a mean curveball. No, I mean I will definitely try to play this game, but again I'm not very patient. Like the people that drove me, they said that they one of their friends stayed up all night playing the game and had already beat it.
One of my friends, Cloud, who's a massive Vash the Stampede fan, stayed up all night playing it. So if you could give a love and peace at some point today, he would love that.
Yeah, well, I don't want to shout it in this place, but this world is made of love and peace.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to try to plug this thing back in. It's not charging. But if you want to get started on the game.
Yeah, sure. Let me do this, and then okay, so I'm not going to be able to see the chat as much while I'm playing, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we've got a special costume. Johnny, you get to pick which costume we use.
Okay. Oh.
The original or the EX color.
The original or EX? Oh. Yeah, let's go with EX. What the
Let's
heck?
do it.
Alright, I'm moving me back over here.
Okay. Can Johnny see the chat? Can Johnny see the chat?
I can see it now, yes.
Okay, there you go.
You guys want me to how do can I pull it down? Oh, I can. You dislike hearing your own voice when playing games you play in. No, I'm used to it. I'm used to it now. It'd be weird to be like, oh, I love it. I love my voice. I love it. I love to hear myself talk. What kind of cheesecake should I make next? You're gonna make cheesecake?
Frances is mad at cheesecake making. In fact, I'm going to turn down the game a little bit more. So I'm going to close it and turn it down a bit because I just realised I turned it up for everybody. I need to turn it down. Thank you. Who was that just dropped bits? Julietta XH dropped 100 bits and says, "What was it like to play Makoto from Free?"
It was awesome. Super fun. Yeah, a ton of fun playing that character. Super nice guy. And I don't know, it's kind of like that. It's fun to play a character like that. That's like a big brother. It's kind, super friendly. Just wants to be there and help. It's cool. Very fan servicey, that one. But it's definitely one of my favorite series to work on. What gifts would you like from fans? And would you be weirded out if I showed you my best display inspired by you and my music?
That sounds like a shrine.
Oh.
Be careful. Be careful.
Gifts. Well, I once a long time ago said I liked peanut M&Ms, and then that's what I often get. And I don't mind that at all.
Is the voice acting world very harsh to new voices?
Is it harsh?
That's what Noodle says. Hard to break into, maybe?
It can be. It is definitely a small niche. Oh, I remember doing this right here.
Right.
Just that slight head turn. And then I'm ready.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright.
Let's play the game. Alright, what else we got?
Oh, there's Where Giants Fall music stuff. Oh, video. Well, I just finished up all the demos for the full album, but we are gonna try to release an EP hopefully in the summer, I think, and then the full album December, because we do want to shoot music videos for a few of them.
I'm just saying, there's an opportunity at the wedding. There's plenty of people, we can... All right, here we go. We're getting into the opening cutscene. What was your reaction to getting the call they were doing DMC5 and that Nero was coming back?
I was pretty excited about it, except for the part where they had us all re-audition for our characters.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. Well, because it's been so long, they don't know if we can still do whatever we can do,
I suppose Father Time, catches up to you.
Hey, Johnny, since you're in control of the chat now, I'm in control of the chat. Is that how it works now?
I guess so.
All right. Do you have any live-action projects in the works besides The Order? I do, yes. There's one that will be announced fairly soon, and I think you guys would be pretty excited about it. I just can't say anything yet.
Is it Broken Path 2?
No. Did it kill your throat after all the Kitty A shouts voice recording in DMC4? Yeah, I think it did. It probably did. It was probably more all the just shouting in general.
You should not
Johnny,
underestimate this demon.
I don't know what KCON is.
It was he who took your right arm.
What was that question, sorry?
A great deal of power.
Asked if I was going to KCON. I'm not sure what KCON is. I don't always know. I kind of only know really the areas. I don't always know the names
you do not fall
of the
behind.
shows.
Yeah.
This thing's starting to go fast. I miss you
Okay.
as Nate and Yokai
You're
watch.
an interesting guy,
Yeah, I
but
miss
you're
me there
right.
too.
I've got a score
Favorite
to settle
role,
with that son of a
Lelouch.
bitch.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites too. I can't answer that one. Sorry.
I got a question that you may not be able to answer.
Okay, go for it.
Are you in Mortal Kombat 11?
I was not. As far as I know, I'm not.
I hear you. Oh, you have no arm. What happened to your arm?
Oh, you don't know?
No, I've just started the game.
We'll keep playing. Oh, I see that. Oh, wait, is that just a repost of that same question? Voice acting world very harsh to new voices?
You might be scrolled up. I think you're scrolled up. Can you
I
scroll
am?
down at all?
How did that? Alright. Oh, I must have. How did that happen? Holy cow. Oh, okay. But now I don't know where I was.
Favorite show you've been on?
Favorite show? Yeah, it's tough. There's a lot of them. Series-wise, voiceover-wise, let's see. Trigun, Bleach. Does Devil May Cry count?
Yeah, sure.
Show?
Oh, you can say your favorite game.
Oh,
You've been in quite a few games now, right?
I have been in quite a bit. Devil May Cry is definitely my top.
Alright, this is where you're going to judge my combo skills.
Oh, all right, yes.
I can take you with no.
Just sit back and judge. Look at that.
I think you just said abysmal to me. That upsets me a little bit. This is my first combo of the game. Come on.
Yeah, well, don't blow it.
Oh yeah, hold R1. I gotta do that.
Red orb. Alright, well, dear.
Don't get nervous, Nero. I'm not getting nervous.
No,
No,
it'd be
I was
cool if
nervous
that,
earlier.
He hits those guys. His outfit should get bloody.
I trust you.
Favorite color dragon?
Well, black?
Like How to Train Your Dragon, Toothless?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nightmare,
Alright.
right? Yeah.
Nightmare Fury, yeah, there you go.
Did you get in trouble for being in that Bleach fan animation project for Retro Rhino? No, I did not get in trouble. I was expecting to get in trouble, but Bleach is over, so what are they going to
Humans
do?
helping each other out.
Fire me from
What's the
a show
world
that's
coming to?
non-existent? Hopefully, Ryan can keep making this. It's kind of fun. Favorite grunt noise? I don't want to shout anything in this bed and breakfast because I'll get kicked out.
They'll definitely think it's haunted if you shout. Yeah.
What's wrong with that guy?
Glorious pirate raid. Pirates and Joel raiding us with a party of 15. What's up, raiders? Welcome to the Johnny Yong Bosch stream
Hey, got you
here on
took off.
NeroTNC.tv.
Do you not understand?
Welcome, raiders.
We cannot
Yeah.
hope to do
Oh,
this without
sorry
you.
guys that I was a few minutes late. I just got off a red-eye flight, and then it was a 2-hour drive from the airport to here, which I was unaware. I thought it was going to be like 15 to 30 minutes, but it's 2 hours.
2 hours is a long after a flight, isn't it? I was going to ask how your flight was, actually.
It was fun. I can't sleep on planes already, so I was just up watching movies. I watched Aquaman, and somebody told me to check out Umbrella something. What is it called? I just watched it, but I've only seen a couple episodes of it.
Out of the way.
Oh wait, what did that say? How you feeling about the live action Bleach? That was alright. Pretty good. I had fun. I had fun working on it.
Welcome all the Raiders. We're live with Johnny Yong Bosch, voice actor for Nero in Devil May Cry. We're doing a bit of an AMA right here while I'm trying to play the game.
Right.
Getting D's all over the place.
Oh yes, Umbrella Academy, that's what it was, yeah. But I'm only a couple episodes in, so please don't ruin anything. Don't spoil it.
There you go. I asked the dragon question because a gift project I'm making for you as a thank you for everything. There you go.
Oh, sweet.
I just realized I've still got your music playing in the background. I don't need that.
I'm trying to...
That's my bad.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to read read them all. They're like scrolling up.
Hold on, Dante.
I have not found the game that has the goblin noises in it. I have no idea. I don't know if I'll ever know. Live action Bleach for Hollywood. Would you want to play Ichigo? Listen, if they did a live action Bleach for Hollywood, they would not ask me. They would definitely not ask me.
We can dream, Johnny.
Right. If they did a 3D animated, then, you know, there's that possibility. Which that might be kind of cool.
This won't be a total waste of time after all.
Are there internationals that get voice acting jobs
Did
in
your mother
the
ever
US?
teach you it's not nice to
Probably
steal?
not. You kind of have to live where the work is. But
Sorry,
you know, I
Dante.
don't know. Anything could happen though. Anything's possible.
I'm bagging this bitch.
What type of music do you like? I like all sorts of music. I do. I like just about everything. I'm not too into like honky tonk country stuff. You know, well, more specifically the stuff like about tractors and things like that.
Wait, I only caught half of that. Something about tractors?
Yeah, you know. Well, what was that song? She thinks my tractor's sexy or something. Like I can't get into that.
Oh, man.
How's the Where Giants Fall stuff coming along? It's coming along. I just finished all of the demos. So we have like 12 demos right now. And we're probably going to narrow it down to like 10 and then focus on 4 to release in the summer, hopefully, and then the rest probably at the end of the year.
Man, I'm sucking.
It's terrible, man. What's going on here? You just jumped right into that.
I tried to jump away, okay? What's up, Copper Dragon? We just started DMC5, buddy.
Which is better, swords or apples? Well, I would say swords.
No, you gotta go apples.
Why?
This is right. Have you been a gamer
Somebody
your
needs
whole
to
life?
explain
Have you been gaming since the early 90s or anything? Were you ever a Super Nintendo guy or a Sega guy?
Well, I had both, but I definitely was more of a Nintendo, I guess.
Right. So then you want apples, okay? Because Aladdin was better on the Nintendo than it was the Mega Drive. Or Genesis, sorry. Sega Genesis for you guys.
All right. Oh, he is all bloody. Look at that. Johnny, do you, Dan, and Ruben ever get sick of each other? No. Actually, I take it back. There was a time when, actually it was on Broken Path, and me and Dan, we had already been working 20-something days, full days, just fight scenes nonstop, and we were beating each other up in the final fight, and we were just done. We were tired. We ended up hitting each other pretty hard. We made up afterwards, but yeah, it was a rough day.
Stop hitting yourself and think of ways to
Who is
get
this
better
guy?
and actually
Let
help.
me see. How do you feel that all these series
You're all
from 10
that
years
can
ago are
defeat
coming
yours
back?
in.
I think it's pretty cool.
I just skipped the cutscene. I tried to sort out the sound there, HLA, and I skipped the cutscene. My bad.
Oh yeah, with
V is his name.
right.
Alright, I'll be able... I've got to balance the sound a bit better, so... Just keep talking and I'll be able to sort it out.
All right, Johnny, what would you say to...
What happened to
What
Dante?
would you say to someone who
Where's
would
Dante?
possibly like
He's
to
buying
get into
time,
voice
but
acting?
It doesn't look good.
What would I like? What would I say? Goodbye. Like how would you? Well, I'd say if you're an actor already, that's great.
Dante lost.
Put together a demo and find an agent, and your agent will get you auditions. And once you start booking auditions, you're in. You know. Will there be a Devil May Cry movie? Well, there are definitely possibilities of that in the future, but who knows? What's more fun to act as good guys, anti-heroes, or antagonists? Depends. It really depends on the show, movie, film, game, whatever. It depends on the story, the character. Because good guys could be pretty cool if it's written well. It really, really depends. Most times, though, if you're playing a villain, then you're gonna be able to. You'll end up having more fun. My kids getting into martial arts? Yes. Well, definitely my daughter. My son was for a bit, and then they played dodgeball once and got beamed in the head, I'm assuming, and so we had to take him out for a little bit until he gets over that whole bit. You enjoy working on High Score Girl? Heck yeah, I did. That's super fun.
Paradoxal Remedy says, "Hey Johnny, I think my question got lost in the chat scroll, but did you enjoy playing Yukimura Sanada in Sengoku Basra? I love the energy in your voice."
Absolutely. It was really fun. And at one point I thought there was going to be more, but I don't know. I guess maybe that didn't happen. Does Nero like pizza? Yes. Who doesn't like pizza? Does anybody not like pizza?
We have someone in the community that doesn't like pizza. I find it completely strange.
Polo doesn't like pizza.
Polo doesn't like...
No, he doesn't like pizza. It's weird. Weirdo.
He abandoned my mother and I.
That just reminded me of Alex, though, who used to have tomato ketchup on pizza. Like with tomato sauce already. Tomato ketchup on pizza. People used to mock me for my love of ketchup. And then I just remember that. I would never have ketchup on a pizza.
Mildly thank you for that.
What was a moment or a line that made you laugh when recording in the booth? Are you talking about DMC specifically, or is that just in general?
Hey, Nico.
Don't lose
I
your
don't know.
teeth.
I have
I'll
to
see
think
him.
about that. There's definitely been funny things.
Of the three roles you voiced in Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures, Whittaker Reardon, Mr. Guerrero, bad guy in movie number 2, which was your favorite and which has a life that closely resembles your own?
Closely resembles my own. Bad guy in movie 2. No. None of those are closely resembling my own. Let's see. I don't know. Whittaker's kind of fun to play, I guess. Yeah, he's super fun. He's a weirdo. There's more coming too. It's pretty fun. What are your thoughts on dipping pizza into ranch? Now wait a second. You the whole slice, or once you've eaten it all and you just got the crust left? Because that makes sense to me. Dipping your pizza in, I don't know. But you know what? Do what you got to do. Does pineapple belong on pizza? No, it does not. It doesn't.
Opinions, man. You gotta let people have opinions.
Yeah.
Live and let live.
Well, but the truth is no. But you can do what you want. All right. What characters do you feel personally connected to? Mainly the characters you voiced, like Ichigo, Yukio, Nero, and all. Which ones do you relate to most? Nero, definitely. Ichigo as well. Those ones that you mentioned right there, definitely. Nero for sure, because I remember from working on DMC4 and I was going through the script, and I was familiar with the first DMC game. And as I was going through it, I was like, man, this character, when I'm reading him, I just feel like he, for whatever reason, sounds like, Dante to me when I'm reading him. And then, so I went to Yuji, and I was like, look, I'm a little concerned about playing this role. I don't want him to be just like Dante. I want him to be different. He's got to be kind of young and naive. And he just stopped me, he shoved me up, and he was like, Johnny, you are Nero. And then he walked away. And I was like, oh, I don't know what that means. But then I just kind of took that as like, well, I guess I should just do me. How would I react in all of this? And so really, Nero is just kind of me if I were in these situations, dealing with all these things. A little naive and all that stuff, of course.
This game does not promote smoking or the use of cigarettes.
Isn't that funny? But it looks cool. But cigarettes look cool, so it's got to be in there. Yeah, that scene reminds me of Deadpool.
Yeah, I can see that. I was thinking that. That's a great movie.
What is your favorite part about voice acting? There's a point when you're working on something, and you reach this like you're doing this scene, and then you can reach this emotional level, connecting to that world and that scene and that emotion. And so that's my favorite part, just being able to connect to that moment truly, if that makes sense, like to actually feel like I am there, if it's whatever the emotion is, but I feel like I'm there in that moment. Finding that connection is important, but that's my favorite part about working in voiceover. Did I enjoy playing Lelouch and Code Diaz? Oh yeah, 100%.
You look like you need a hug.
What do you think about Ranger Beast Morpher? Power Ranger Beast. I haven't seen it.
Don't crap
So
yourself.
I have no
He likes to kill demon things.
opinion on
Let him
that,
do his
unfortunately.
You hear what I
I
said,
will
you
see
dumb
something
one-up son of a bitch, you're
eventually
gonna
on that
die.
thing.
Alright, I will get to turn this volume down as soon as I get out of this cutscene. I can turn it down, guys.
Hey, so
sorry.
this soldier right here is a Mocap by Dan Capcom.
Nice.
We did a lot of that. Like I mocapped a couple of demons when I wasn't obviously on.
You mocap the demons, did you just say?
Yeah, a couple of them. We all did.
That's
mocapped
awesome.
Various different demons and all that stuff. Okay. Oh, my manager is texting me. Oh, hang on. I'm just gonna flip this around. I gotta answer this message.
No problem, no problem. Alright, options. Sound. I think it might have been the voice volume being too loud, guys.
I've got some cleaning up to do.
Alright. Oh, I'm not gonna get used to this Devil Breaker.
Happy birthday! Now make a wish!
Oh, I like that. No problem, Helkith.
Alright.
Welcome back.
My manager. I just need to make sure that because the actual airport is 2 hours from here. And so Sunday I have to make sure that I don't have, sometimes they'll have a panel super late and then I won't be able to make my flight. So I have to get that squared away.
That's all good. What time do you have to be at the con today?
That's a good question. I should ask my manager. Let's see.
What's the merchandise?
Hey, stop bitching and take cover.
I like this. Alright. Wire snatch, press R1 and circle while jumping. Okay, that's going to be more. Breakaways L1. Alright. Oh, that's an exploding monster. Okay. Now I know.
Alright, sorry guys. Where were we? Did feel weird to have your dad in that cutscene where Nero uses the arm to say, "Get out of the way, dumbass," because that was Ishin from Bleach. Wait, which cutscene? How long does it shoot for the whole DMC5 scene? You mean like just one scene, or you mean, because like anything, like when you're acting, you do multiple takes of it. So, it just depended on, if we were connecting in the scene, if the UG felt like everything was going well, we would just obviously just act out the scene, and then we did it multiple times though, for sure.
What's up, Charlie boy?
Play Resident Evil. I've played Resident Evil before, yeah. I was in Resident Evil a couple times as just a bunch of dudes getting killed.
I remember hearing you in Degeneration. This is back in like 2007. I was like, that's Johnny. The movie, Resident Evil Degeneration. I was like, that's Johnny, but you was just random. I don't think you was even credited in it.
No, I don't think I was. Yeah, I was just in and I was like, dude's dying. And then zombies.
Why don't we cut the middleman and Johnny start streaming? Alright, we're just going to get rid of me. I see how it is, Starfield. Starfield's been around for like 4 years. And he's telling me to leave. Alright, I'll see you later, guys. Johnny, it's your show now.
Since Mocap takes a long time, how does it feel when you see the final product? It's pretty cool. It's cool when you see it. Sometimes you forget a lot of things, because sometimes it's like 3 years later, and then you're like, oh yeah, I remember doing that, But it's cool because like this right here, how they had like Nero's looking down into this whatever pit or wherever, But when I was there, it's just this flat stage. So all this stuff I had imagined was there, Taking the leap like that, I didn't have a huge leap. It was just like the start of it was just a jump, and then of course they take the character into this world, It was cool. But we did have these insects and stuff like that. They had pictures of all what the demons looked like and all the insects and monsters. They had them all on the wall, so we could go look at it and be like, okay, so this is what this ugly thing is going to look like. This is how tall it's going to be, where our eye line is for it,
Yeah. Johnny TNC. Do you still have that TNC hat and shirt I gave you? This is putting you on the spot.
I do, actually. Yeah, I do, and I forgot to bring it. I was going to bring it too.
I remember seeing you wear it on one of your Facebook pictures on a show or something for iShine. Yeah. I lost my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I do wear it. This hat right here, though, that I got on, this is actually Michelle Ruff's husband, Eddie, actually has like a line of skate stuff. I'm wearing this one right now. Ever play any Kingdom Hearts games? Yes. I played the first one, and it was awesome, but I didn't beat it.
I bet you didn't know what was going on, did you, either?
I had no idea what was going on.
No,
yeah.
it's just Disney, right?
I was just excited to see Goofy and stuff.
Yeah.
I did buy the second one, but I never played it. It's still in its wrapper.
Johnny, can you say hello to Nina for me? Nina's coming in to say hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
And you smell like alcohol, Nina.
What? We're celebrating for you.
You're celebrating for me, okay.
Yes. I can't hear you, Johnny, right now, but hey, hope you're all good.
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
He's good.
Good.
Good to hear from you.
Yeah, we'll be seeing you in September. So
yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
I just got to say thank you to Zombies Kitty for 7 months in a row subscribing to the channel.
That's almost a year. There we go.
Nina.
Right, I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Wow.
Would Johnny want to appear in any games or anime if you had the choice?
What?
Would you appear in any games or anime if you had the choice? What would you choose to be in?
Like DMC6.
Fair.
All right. Okay.
Hey, let's say it's a brand, like an established series, and you have the choice.
An established like an anime series.
Yeah, like so. Let's say I know you was in Pokemon Origins, but let's say the opportunities to be in a mainstay in Pokemon came up, or something like that.
Is Pokemon still going?
Yeah, of course it is. Pokemon will never die.
Yes. Then the answer is yeah, sure. I'm not opposed to anything like that. Hey, don't say I did not confirm DMC6. Jerks are gonna get me in trouble.
Okay. Right. What have I got to do here? Exceed rev with L2. Okay.
Like that?
I don't like how it keeps telling me dismal every time I get a combo going. Makes me feel bad.
Do you remember 3 delivery? Yes, I do. It was actually fun. I'm kind of bummed that it didn't continue.
Then have some more.
Already pre-ordering it. All right, excellent.
Swing and a miss.
I'm really curious about hearing the answer to Noodle's question. What was Noodle's question? I missed it.
I think I missed it as well.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, I thought I dodged that.
In Tales of Symphonia, you voiced Emil, who had 2 personalities. How much trouble did you have matching the voices enough? They were the same character but different enough to show difference in personalities. Actually, from what I recall in doing that and voicing Emil, we had 3 different versions of him. We had super young, scared, super young Emil, and then we had an Emil that was a little more confident, and then there was the what was it, Ratatosk, right? And then that was just like this. It was just me. It was just a regular tone, normal, natural tone. But what we would do, just so that it wasn't confusing, it would be that I would go through all of the first version of Emil, and the second version of Emil, and then I'd go through with all of Ratatosk, so that my mind wasn't, bouncing all over the place. It's kind of the same with Persona 4, when I did Adachi, it was all Adachi first, and then we'd go back through with Narukami.
So I died just then. Shows how good I am at video games. So
I'm disappointed in you, man.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in myself. I've let myself down. I can jump backwards. That'll be good to know. Oh no, I've done it again.
Dude.
Alright, I'm distracted, Johnny, alright? You're putting me under pressure. This is a big day for me, homie. We're about to go live on the Twitch front page. In literally 1 minute, we're going to be on the Twitch front page. So, expect it to get a little bit more crazy in terms of chat. So, get your questions in now if you want them to be seen.
JYB, if you could redo any VA you've done, which one would you redo and why? Yeah, that's tough. Let me think about that. If I can redo... I don't know, maybe I'd probably go back through Trigun. Just because it was my first thing, And maybe now knowing a few more of the things I know, I might approach it slightly differently. Not fully differently, but I definitely would do things a little different. But also, I just want to be back in that series.
I've never seen Trigun.
How dare you?
How dare I?
How dare you?
Nero, if you could work on a project with JYB, what would it be? What could we do, Johnny? Music video.
We could do a Twitch stream. Now get this. This is new. This is a new, fresh idea. You would be playing like DMC or something.
Okay, I'm with you.
And I would come on and I would kind of read off some of the chat stuff. What do you think of that?
It sounds like $1 million idea. Print it. Put that on a t-shirt, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of t-shirts, I did see that Shingo Master dropped by my merchandise retailer. Go check out !merch to check out the NeroTNC merchandise that you can get. Johnny Yong Bosch isn't on there, but you know I'm on there, so that you might like that. I don't. Hello there, Deadweight. Yeah, that's me, Louis Leon. That's me.
Did you get a good laugh playing an exaggerated character based on yourself in Mighty Magosaurus? Yes, I did. That was super fun. It was cool.
I should have done my homework. I haven't heard of any of these roles. I'm a bad super fan, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Hope you like our talkers too, because you got a pair of those upstairs.
Dude, why is this thing not charging?
This is something you like.
Hang on. Come on.
You demon.
Oh, shoot. Alright, well, it's not charging. I don't know.
You know what? I just remembered this. I found this yesterday, this VHS tape that I have.
Huh?
Of Power Rangers. I'm Dreaming of a White Ranger. I found this yesterday while looking for a bunch of controllers. And I thought I should just show you this lovely picture of Johnny, young Johnny, right next to Steve Cardenas. From what year would that have been? 95?
Probably.
Yeah, I found that. I wanted to show that off. After Old School English said something about VHSs, it made me remember that.
Wait, can we see it? Put
What,
it
you
up
want to
here or
watch? You want to watch it?
No.
I don't think I could get away with streaming that.
Definitely don't want to watch that. Johnny, we are very close in age. I first watched Enter the Dragon on a flaky VHS, age 9, in 1983. Is it the most awesome martial arts to this day? Yes. And when can you recall first seeing it? Enter the Dragon? Cool. When did I? Boy, I don't remember the first time I saw it. All I remember is that as soon as I'd seen it so many, like that was one of the things I would like watch over and over and over again. You know how some people just get into stuff, and then it was like then I had to go find anything that I could, and then I went through all these. Then I stumbled into all these like fake Bruce Lees, you know.
Oh yeah, I remember all them. Bruce Lee, spelled L-I, and stuff like that. Big Bear, welcome back to the TNC, sir. 58 months in a row. That's almost a year. Thank you very much. You are the man of the hour. Too sweet to be sour. Funky like a monkey and the brand new TNC champion. Welcome back to the TNC, sir. That's my little shtick. Sorry, buddy. Sorry to cut you up there.
Power Ranger question. Why do you want Adam to die? Well, it's not that I want him to die. I just think that it would have been cool if... here's the thing. Like, I would have preferred him to die over them, like, writing him as having, you know, martial arts schools in Angel Grove with Alpha. That just seems dumb. Lame.
But at least if you don't die, there's always the opportunity to come back.
Right, which they're not doing.
Are they not?
Or they haven't for a long time. I think I'm past that age now.
If JDF can do it,
Jason. So bring back Jason. They won't bring me back.
I'm holding out hope for this Lord Draken film.
Did you get a cameo in the new Power Ranger movie? No, I did not. I didn't.
Tiny little violin for you.
Who has been used the best advice when it comes to voice acting? Gosh. Best advice when it comes to voice acting. Who's giving me the best advice? You know what? I feel like a lot of people gave me great advice. Mary Elizabeth had a lot of good things earlier on, that was when I first started. Leah Sargent, who directed me in Trigun. But I can't think exactly, but I just learned basically working, like how to work the mic, and all that good stuff. How did I get into voice acting? Well, actually, I worked on a film with Koichi Sakamoto, who is who eventually was executive producer on Power Rangers, but he did all the second unit stuff, the action stuff. And so I did a film with him, a live action film with him, but the audio got screwed up, and so I had to dub myself over all the stuff. And so as I was dubbing myself in that film, the producer walked in, heard my voice, and thought I had a decent hero voice, and asked me to come audition for a show called Trigun. And I booked that role, and that basically opened the door for me. And I just kept plugging away, little by little.
It wasn't like a avenue that you were planning on going down, was it? It was.
No.
You kind of got thrust into it, and it
yeah,
worked out for the best.
Right place at the right time, I guess.
Yeah. Was that Wicked Game Extreme Heist? That movie?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I've got. You've seen my tattoo from that, right? Better to burn out than to fade away. Yeah. I love the. I've showed you it before.
Yeah.
The playing card. Love that.
Did I enjoy working on Bleach? Yes. Been fun, but I've got to go. I might be back later when I get back. All right. Thanks for being here.
Great pronunciation. Is there any fellow Power Ranger you'd like to have take part in the DMC franchise in the future?
Wait, what?
Any fellow Power Ranger you would like to... Cause, I mean...
Besides Dan Southworth?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, probably one of the girls, maybe. Let's see. I want to get somebody who's not going to be a prima donna.
This is getting tweeted out as soon as you say it. You realize this.
Yeah, well, I'm not creating any drama. Drama's already there. I don't know. I think I'd be cool with anybody, really. I think anybody could be a part of it. As long as, they don't act like a Power Ranger. Do you ever think about how different your life would be if that audio mess up didn't happen? Oh, absolutely. I wonder what I'd be doing if that didn't happen. I wonder. Are you gonna voice in Power Rangers Battle for the Grid? I haven't been called in for that, so.
Let's see if we've missed any questions.
Yeah, it looks like the same ones. Yeah. Donnie, have Capcom scanned you for Nero's model? Yeah, I did the mocap. So the stuff you're seeing, the action, whatever he's doing within the scene, that was me there in Japan. Oh, come on. Gee, I did not say Amy Jo Johnson. You mean that's who you want? Oh yeah, that's fine. She can.
In reference to Adam Park being murdered, Goldar could have finished him off with a stone cold stunner and toasted brewskis over his fallen body.
I do think Aaron Cahill would be an excellent choice.
I was so gutted I never got to meet Erin Cahill when they did the Power Ranger convention in the UK. She was meant to be there, and then she had to pull out right at the last minute.
She's so cool. She's very cool. She's one of my favorite people in the world. Except your own character. Who is your favorite Power Ranger? I like them all. They're all my friends. So, yeah. I mean, some of them don't get along with each other, but, I get along with pretty much everyone. I don't have any beef with anyone. If they ever remade Trigun based more closely off the manga, like Full Metal Alchemist, would you like to be involved? Yeah, absolutely. Would you accept the role if you got to reprise your Power Rangers role 30 years later? You were asked. Think in the vein of Cobra Kai. Oh, that might be kind of cool. Yeah, for sure.
As the new Zordon, like, mentor.
Yeah, just a float like this, a floating head.
Yeah.
Right.
If I put on a green top right now, I'd actually just be a floating head, so...
All right.
Aren't we almost at 30 years? Yeah, it's got to be close, right?
I think we're there. I think we are there. Isn't that crazy? Holy cow. See, all right, yeah, she's awesome.
This is a question based off my community. Did you
All right.
ever have a GameCube? Nintendo GameCube?
Yes. Well, I didn't play it though.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Best system.
Sometimes I buy stuff and then I'm like, I never have time for it. Not too long ago, not really recent, but I got a Nintendo Switch. Actually for my daughter, but she's only played a couple things on there. But lately I've been playing Zelda. I also play. I don't know if you guys. I don't know how you pronounce it. GRIS. I'm assuming it's Gris. It's a really cool game, mostly for the music is amazing. Hey Johnny, what are Ruben and Dan like off screen? Oh, they are characters, especially together. Boy, those guys they're fun people.
Gris is amazeballs, says Kiri. Game made in Barcelona, it's so pretty. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It doesn't take very long to beat it, but it's really cool.
Is that on the Switch or is that on something else?
Well, I played it on Switch. I don't know if it's on anything else.
I suppose it's having a Switch if you do take it with you is good because it's portable. Like
right.
You can take it whenever you're out. That's why you need to get Mario Kart and join us in the Mario Kart session. That's my goal for the next year, Johnny, is to get you in a Mario Kart session.
How important are accents and voice acting compared to voices? Maybe. I mean, I feel like you get. I at least get more non-accent auditions. There are some though. I think once you start doing accents, and you can kind of get known for doing accents, and then maybe people won't hire you for anything else but accents. I do know a couple people that are in that kind of zone, I guess, and it's kind of frustrating for them because they can totally do, obviously, without accent, but they're just known now for accents.
What about if they have an accent, as they naturally? If they naturally have an accent, would they get typecasted as the same kind of? Because Noodle's Dutch. Noodle doesn't have a very Dutch accent, but if that's what she's referring to, then...
Well, I mean, if you have an accent, if there's a possibility that you could get hired to do that accent, but oftentimes you're asked to do like a slight accent. You know, a lot of times they don't want a full accent, but like a slight accent, just because, just as far as like in America, sometimes people can't understand people that have a pretty thick accent, How about JDF as Sparta? If they did a prequel on him, yeah, why not? How hard was it doing a British accent in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Yeah, that was a weird one.
Can I hear it?
That was one of those where they wanted slight accents, and I was like, well, what does that mean? Does that mean he's maybe had an accent, but he's been in America for 10 years? And they're like, yeah, pretty much.
I want to hear the British accent that you've got.
The British accent.
British accent.
The British accent. Well, there you go. Sounds just like you. Are you down for re-recording the intro you made for Nero? The what?
The intro that we did 5 years ago that I was saying about the Milton Keynes Stonehenge. We need a new video. That's what he's saying.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm trying to remember exactly what we did. I remember we were running around outside.
Oh, we'd have to get something new. We'll have to think of something, and we'll try and cut something together.
Any behind-the-scenes stories? It just went away. Any behind-the-scenes stories about you, Dan, and Ruben? Oh, we've got a lot of stories. Not sure how many we could share.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm on the front page of Twitch. We gotta keep it PG, you know.
Oh, that's right. There's no stories. What are you talking about? No
stories?
What are you talking about? That's the problem. Let's see, Johnny. In your opinion, who's the strongest DMC character? Dante, Virgil, or Nero? You know what? It depends on who's writing the story. Because there are many moments when each of those characters are stronger. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I think in their own right, I don't know, any one of them could win. Even just in this game, there's the things that go on there to kind of answer that question. So
yeah, I'm kind of just sitting here chatting because I can't focus on the game. It's too much. It's too much for me. I've been waiting for this game for years.
These are going by kind of fast.
I liked what Cloud said. What's your perfect day off?
Perfect day off? Oh, good question. Perfect day off. Perfect day off would be when I maybe don't have to do anything. Like, you know, I can just hang out and, you know, just sit around and be lazy. I don't get many days like that. But when they do come, they're much needed and relaxing. Just kind of chilling out, you know, just hanging out.
Ooh, Gerald B, if you were ever approached by the MCU, what character would you love to play?
Besides Iron Fist? Because I did
Iron
do
Fist
Iron Fist. I think Iron Fist. I don't know. I wish they could have done more with him. Who's your personal favorite voice actor? Personal favorite? I got a lot of favorites. That's too hard. I can't. When will Where Giants Fall be on iTunes? That's a good question. I don't know. I will say that I'm trying to do things kind of different from what I did with iShine. You know, music scene is very different now. It's hard to get out there, and so I'm not sure yet.
I gotta get another tattoo.
What?
I need a new tattoo.
There was a Devil May Cry movie. Would you reprise your role as Nero? They wouldn't use me. Unless I was mocapping him. But then they probably have me audition. You think you and your band will ever do some how-to videos for fans that want to learn your music? Oh, like how to play? And we did kind of do that sort of. Well, Polar did at least for iShine. We could. The stuff we're doing now is a little more complicated, though.
Sorry, what was the question?
If we would do like how-to videos for people that want to learn Where Giants Fall stuff.
You know what I just had a throwback to? Was being on the iShine forums and people posting the tabs for your songs.
Yeah.
I just had a throwback to that.
Yeah. That's actually a lot of work to do that. I did sit down a couple times and then post tabs, and then I was like, dude, I just spent 4 hours going through the tabs on the song. I can't do that. JYB, there are voice coaches in the voice acting world. Are they voice actors giving tips, or do they have different backgrounds? A lot of times they are voice actors. I would hope they're voice actors. If they aren't voice actors, then I would kind of want to know what they've done, and what their credits are. Because you can just be a director, but it's. I feel like if a person was a voice actor or just an actor, they know how to speak to actors and communicate better with them.
Apparently, I'm the overly attached girlfriend.
Huh?
I'm the overly attached girlfriend, according to Stafford. He's a troll. You can call him out. Look in the camera and say, Stafford, you're a troll.
That's right. That's okay. Trolls are allowed. So, Johnny, can't answer that one.
Do you have any tattoos?
I don't. No. There's been many times where I've come close, but then I'm just so like, I know that as soon as I get something, I'd be like, I want something different. That's just the way I am, and I don't know that if I'd do it. I don't know.
What's gone through your head before? For a tattoo?
Well, I was gonna do my kid's name on my forearms,
Yeah.
One with the dragon and one with the tiger. But then I was like, because then it's like I know many other actors that have like tattoos that are on their forearms and whatnot, and it's a pain in the butt for them to cover that stuff whenever they're working. Dude, all right, let me go see if I can find another. These outlets are not working.
Yeah, no problem. As long as you can cover it up, it's cool. I'm kind of screwed then because I've got a whole arm full of tattoos. Not that I'm an actor, but I tried to act when I was younger. I didn't go anywhere.
That's just saying surgeon. Okay, not surgeon. That's surgeon. All right.
If anybody is new to the channel, by the way, please feel free to hit that follow button. It lets you know when I'm live. I'm sure Johnny and I will organise another one of these streams in future, probably 5 years down the line again. There'll be more of this. I stream 5 days a week here on Twitch, so feel free to hit that follow button. I'll be streaming through Devil May Cry 5. I'm just kind of chilling with Johnny now, and we'll play through it afterwards where I can properly focus. So.
And I'm just trying to charge my thing so there's more.
Lost Thoran has an Ishigo tattoo. I never knew that, Lost.
Who does?
Lost Thoran. He's been around for a few years.
Oh.
He's saying that I have an Eyeshine tattoo. He has an Ishigo tattoo.
Yeah, that does. Is it confirmed the room is haunted? It's not confirmed, but do you want to see the room?
Sure.
See if I can show you.
Johnny, what would it take for you to get a tattoo that says "I'm a frog"?
Oh my gosh! So
that's like an old-timey, like.
Yeah, no, it's like I think it was like 1894 when this place was built. I think that's what they said. So yeah, this place has got to be haunted, right?
Yeah.
I'll find out tonight when I'm trying to go to sleep, I'm sure.
Thank you, Super Saiyan. I appreciate that, man.
Okay. All right. I can't reach it. All right. I have no idea when this con's supposed to start today.
Yeah, like I said, I've got 2 community members that are actually coming to the con, so you'll meet a couple of TNC folks.
Awesome.
So I told them that they've got to make sure to get photos with you and stuff. AKP say me.
You guys just, look, well, I'll find out. I'll let you guys know if it's haunted. MTV Hotel Cribs. Yeah.
It looks like a room for a grandma.
It totally does. Yeah. I mean, Let's see what's in this cabinet here. All right, so there's a cabinet right above me. I'm just gonna show you the stuff that's in it.
Wait, that's from Popeye, right?
Wait, is that Popeye? I'm not sure if that's Popeye.
Tintin. Sorry, Tintin.
Tintin, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what this thing is.
Why would you have... Like, do they have the same things in each room? Nice.
No, there's different stuff. Let's see. I think they have some Western stuff over there. But yeah. This place I think he said 1894 or something like that. I think. Okay. So yeah, I flew red eye. That was awesome. Can you guys sleep on planes? I can't sleep on planes.
No, I have to watch the movies. I haven't been on a plane in years, though. I don't travel anymore.
If it's a grandma's place, there must be candy hidden somewhere.
Like an old stale bowl of candy.
Yeah,
Hard rock
exactly.
candy.
Where all the candy is stuck together.
Yeah. Did you have a role model?
Did I have a role model? Like growing up, my dad was a good role model for me. My first martial arts instructor, Master James Clark, was a great role model for me.
JYB, my grandma said you make her feel young again. She's 72 and loves your voice acting. See you later, Demolition Man TV.
That's my favorite Devil Bringer. I don't know.
You haven't played it yet.
Yeah, it's like, although I did go through them, but.
Okay.
Nero's role model was Carrot Top.
Thanks, Englander. Cheers, mate.
That was awesome.
Thank you, Tyler Beast, for the follow. What else we got here? Do you drink alcohol, or is it bad for your voice?
I mean, I don't drink a lot. I think it could just be bad for, the only thing for me is like if I stay up too late, like when I go to like a con or something, and if there's a bunch of voice actors and they're staying up late in the green room or whatever and partying, then that's not good for me, because then I lose my voice, or I'll wake up in the morning, my voice is going to be an octave lower. Think you'll ever voice another goblin? Gosh, I hope not. That's a long story if you don't know that one.
I do not.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a long story.
Has there been times where you have done a voice so much you've lost your voice?
Has there been a con? Is that what
a time. Just any time, I guess.
Oh, any time. Oh, I see.
I guess when recording a voice.
Yeah. Let's see. Sengoku Basara. Because all that guy does is shout your lordship. And I remember blowing out my voice earlier on, actually. And so anytime I go into that role, it was like I had to blow out my voice to match, me sounding hoarse or whatever whenever I spoke. So that one for sure. funny thing is I didn't really ever blow my voice out in all that bleach screaming stuff, you know. Actually, in DMC and Devil May Cry, we had to limit some of the shouting and screaming and all those charge ups and all that stuff. We had to limit those. Couldn't do like 4 hours of that.
What was your favorite con to attend, and what made it special?
A favorite con?
Yeah.
There's a lot of really cool cons out there. One of my favorites is Yamacon in Tennessee. Not a very big one, but it's in kind of a cool location. The people there have kind of become close friends. And so whenever I go there, it's just like hanging out with friends, you know? The thing is like acting weird, not connecting.
On the stream, I'll find something. What's the best part about playing Nero again in Devil May Cry 5? Also, I'm going to speak to one of my favorite voice actors. What's the best part about playing Nero?
I think the best part was actually getting to play Nero again. Because I thought, you know, after 4, they did that reboot, you know?
Yeah.
And so I thought there was no chance of it happening. I thought, well, there you go. They're just rebooting it, and they're going to carry on from there, you know? So I thought for sure that it wasn't going to happen. And Ruben and I were actually in Japan working on this, like a pachinko game or something. And I snapped a picture of me and him, and then that kind of went viral. Like everybody thought we were shooting or working on DMC5. But then Capcom, you know, kind of got upset and told me to take it down. And I was like, why? We're not doing DMC5, you know? But, you know, I took it down. Of course, that made it worse. But then it made me also realize, wait a second. Are they thinking about doing DMC5? And that's why they want me to take it down? So I was just glad that they actually were going to do the DMC5 and actually had Nero in it.
How much, like, interaction do you have with Capcom? Because I suppose they just have, like, the director of the game and
the producer, else, yeah. They're
like,
there. They have a lot of those guys from Capcom there while we're working. And so we interact with them, you know, the entire day with every single scene. Because they analyze everything. You know, they already, you know, they've been working on they were at the point when we started working, which was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, doing a mocap in Japan. They had already been working on it for a few years, you know, designing the world and the creatures and the look of all the characters. And they had, you know, obviously the story down too. So when we got in there finally to start working on it, they were there already. And so they're interacting with us nonstop.
What's up, Brenny? How's it going, mate? Do you have any marriage advice for Nero? That's for me, not for Nero, the character.
Oh, okay.
How many years you been married now?
A lot.
Right.
So advice would be, she's right. She's
gonna come upstairs now and just say thank you or something. I can already hear her walking up the stairs.
Johnny, I really love your voice. So how do you care about that? Have some diet exercises? Well, thank you. How do I take care of my voice? I think that's what you're asking. Well, I try not to stay up too late if I can help it, you know. Yeah, you know, I drink warm tea. I don't know. I'm probably the wrong person to ask because I really probably don't take care of it like I should. Warm up before going into work, which I don't always do. But yeah, you can do exercises, humming, and that sort of stuff. There's all sorts of things you can find online on YouTube. YouTube has everything. As far as like warming up your voice and your vocal range and stretching it so that you have a bigger range.
Nina's just popped up. She heard what was said.
I didn't actually. All I saw was Sam Chris say, with Nina, she is always right. Why am I always right, and what were you saying?
Nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
Nothing.
Johnny says nothing.
Nothing at all. But
Johnny,
you're
are you
right.
telling me lies?
No.
You don't want to get on Nina's bad side, Johnny, no.
I'm not
I'm known
trying
as
to
the
get-
dragon. I don't know why.
She doesn't know why she's known as a dragon.
I don't know why.
Just, yeah, no idea.
Dragons are cool though.
Or old.
That's not fair.
That's not fair.
Call me out.
Do you get him into a character's voice that you feel weird when going back to talking normally again? Or do you ever get so into a character's voice that you feel weird when going back to talking normally again? Sorry.
Wait, do you ever get so into a character's voice that you feel weird when going back to normal? It's happened. It doesn't happen a lot, but there's definitely been a couple times where that's happened. You know. But usually that's when it's like a very charactery. I don't know how to, you really altered your voice, and then you just keep doing it. But that's got me in trouble before. So.
Ooh, how about this for getting you in trouble? JYB, do you ever watch Nero's stream?
Break it. I can't. Can you what? But that.
Oh, my feels. My feels. Yeah, HLA got it, yes. You're watching now, right? Yeah.
I'm watching it right now. Hey, Nero's my friend. Don't try to...
Don't try and drive a wedge.
Yes.
Can somebody clip that, by the way? Johnny just said I was his friend, so, you know.
Make it sure.
I need that in writing now. Wow.
Johnny, in your opinion, what kind of person DMC5 Nero is? What kind of person is Nero in DMC5? What kind of person? He's a demon hunting person? Not sure what you're going for in that question. Sorry. Ruben's no face was hilarious. Ruben's a funny guy. He really is.
So Raccoon Cloud says, can you say you're his friend as well? Raccoon Cloud's a good guy. He's an actual close friend of mine, so it would make his day.
I'll take your word for it. Hey, Raccoon Cloud. We're friends.
There you go, Cloud. You played a German Shepherd dog in the show Puppy in My Pocket, Adventures in Pocketville. Are you upset that you were typecast as an aggressive dog instead of a cat or a 12-year-old girl? How did this role affect your life since?
Yes, I wanted to be a 12-year-old girl, but sadly...
That's clips as well now.
Start. How in the world did you... How do you know that? You watched Puppy in My Pocket? And you knew I was in it? How did you figure that out? No one knows that. Cheers to you. Good on you. Way to go. Out of all the characters you voiced, which one do you relate with the most? There's a couple of them I relate to. Nero's definitely one of them. Ichigo's one that I would relate to. Kaneda and Akira I can kind of relate to a bit. In their personalities, sort of, not 100%, but you know. I guess actually all the characters I've played, I kind of have to connect to it in some way. Johnny, do you wish to carry the Red Queen whatever you go, wherever I go? Would I want to have the... Yeah, if that would be...
That was legal.
Awesome. Yeah, carrying that on the plane. Revving it down the aisle.
What is the origins of the name Where Giants Fall?
I'm sorry?
What is the origins for the name Where Giants Fall?
it just came to me. You know, it was I was trying to come up with something that kind of like, I guess, be sort of like an image, you know, of what music can do for people. You know, it's kind of weird to explain. It's actually dumb when I try to explain it. Just gonna leave it at it. It really just kind of came to me, and I was like, that sounds all right.
You wanted to move away from iShine. You wanted to leave that.
I did.
Like,
I did. Even just kind of how I wrote songs with iShine, how I approached writing songs, and kind of the style as well. But you could still definitely hear similarities because it's still me writing, it's still me singing. But I'm trying to, at least this first album, I'm trying to make pretty different from iShine. And then, because I'll tell you honestly, after iShine he ended, we had, I think it's 20 something songs, and they were good songs, but they all felt like iShine songs. And so basically I had to write like that many songs to be able to get that out of my system and then start this whole new thing.
wow.
And so I've got like now a full album that we're working on. But I want to get this album out of the way first before I can maybe start doing stuff that is again similar to what iShine was.
I feel like iShine like changed so much over the years. Obviously, I followed them from 2006 up until all the way, and like if you put the albums next to each other, you could basically say they're different bands. Sometimes, like I'm gonna have to look at Spotify now to find the name of the Revolution Airways. That's the one I was thinking of. That is so different to the earlier stuff. Like it's
right.
Yeah,
I mean, we were still. It was.
How
like,
do you move away from something that had such a wide range? Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I feel like each one of them was like the first couple albums was just writing songs. You know, I wasn't thinking about anything. But then I think it was like after My Paper Kingdom, I wanted to do something that I don't know, something a little more melodic, something more delays, and so I was experimenting, and I think that's when so we did Tone of Echoes, right? So Tone of Echoes came out, but then a lot of people were like, it's so mellow, you know, and what happened to some of the harder stuff or edgier stuff that you did in My Paper Kingdom? And so I was like, all right. And then, Revolution Airwaves was that, all right, you want a little edgier and harder? And we did that. And then people were like, it's too hard. Where's the melodic stuff you did?
There's no pleasing people.
I know, it's not, you know. But so there's a lot of that kind of like just figuring out, you know, and I didn't, and it was really just, I mean, if you listen to our very first album to, you know, our last album, or even Sidewalk, you know, that album's, that's one of my favorite albums, actually. But they're very different from our first album. I mean, it was really just us growing as musicians and songwriters, and me especially. But and so now I'm at a point where I want to try some different things, you know.
Do you feel like, sorry to hijack the stream with iShine questions, chat, but do you think like you was ready for iShine to kind of move on after, say, Maurice left?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. Maurice was with the band with me the longest. You know, he was a core member with iShine, and definitely when he left, it was, you know, it was kind of, you know, the foundation for me was a little shaken. You know, and I was like, well, I already had written so many songs. I was like, well, I might as well release these other albums, you know, while I have them. And then it was kind of that struggle because we were unsigned and we're independent. You know, we didn't have like label money or anything like that. It was all self-funded. I funded it basically, you know, and so I just kind of kept it alive, you know, and I just kept going, and then we would bring in like a different drummer. We went through like 3 other drummers.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3.
And you know, we went through quite a few bassists. You know, Jenny was obviously with us for after, you know, Maurice, but we did go through quite a few different members, and that was another thing that kind of stuck in my head as I was, I never wanted it to be like the Johnny Young Bosch band. I wanted it to kind of stand on its own as like the music is what it is. You like it or don't,
Yeah.
And so, so with that, I would push the members of the band a little bit when I promoted, but then having people come and go, it's kind of hard to do that. And obviously, people are going to come and go if there's not really a lot of money in it, So, yeah, and there are a lot of reasons why I felt like it needed to end. I also felt like, especially towards the end with the new members, and we had a lot of shows already booked, and so we had to play shows, and we're stuck kind of playing the same, 15 to 20 songs. Because that's as many songs as they could learn. I remember Polo gave one of the drummers, I can't remember which one it was, gave them like 100 songs, and the guy was like, "Am I supposed to learn all 100 songs?" And it's like, "No, all right, here's 20. We'll just work on these and we'll just play these." And so it was a little frustrating because we wanted to play a lot of our new stuff that we were working on or that we released, but we couldn't because these other guys that were new to the band could only play this other stuff. So it was hard. So I had to kind of end it,
Yeah, nothing lasts forever, does it? Like,
yeah, and I mean, there are a lot of other reasons, but that's kind of the core for me. iShine is on Spotify. I see that question. It is on Spotify. Yeah.
That's what I use to stream the music.
I'm pretty sure all the albums are on there. I'm not 100%.
I don't think the EP, How About That, is on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the EP's probably not on there.
Red Stripes, White Lights.
Okay, well, I think most of them are on there, though. But there are a few that aren't. Hey, Johnny, so was DMC5 the worst kept secret in gaming? Because the cast did a poor job in keeping that secret years before it was officially announced. Well, I don't know if anybody. I don't know what anybody else said. I know that a lot of people assumed I let the secret out, but we weren't actually working on DMC5 in that image of Ruben and I. That was actually a pachinko game. But a lot of people assumed that was DMC. If that's what you're talking about. If that's not what you're talking about, I could definitely see Ruben letting the secret out. I don't know if Ruben's very good at keeping secrets.
My last question before I need to leave. How often do you reuse voices for other characters?
I'm sorry, what was that?
My last question before I need to leave. How often do you reuse voices for other characters?
Good question. It depends. Like I do have a handful of go-to voices that I use. My natural voice, obviously, is one, which sounds like Nero, which sounds like Ichigo. But that is oftentimes the one that they will want to hear. But I do have like a handful that are my kind of key go-to voices. So that's common, I think, for any actor.
Don't you remember that panel where someone asked you and you made a very big face? I know that face. That's the thing. Because I remember asking you about something once, and I just got a face. So I know that face.
Well, here's the truth is I'm just not. I don't like lying to people. I can keep a secret. I won't admit to anything or any of that. If I've signed an NDA, I'll just say no comment. But if I say no comment, I'm probably working on it and can't talk about it, right? Why else would I? Yeah. Otherwise, I would just say I'm not. I'm not in it. Or we haven't started, or whatever. I'm like, I think a lot of people are like that. They, I don't know. Maybe some people. No, actually, I take it back. I do know certain people do lie. But I don't like lying to people, So I don't want people lying to me. My last question before I go, we did that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Just broke your keyboard. That's awesome. Did you get mad?
Chappie does get mad. Chappie does get mad. Especially when he's playing Rocket League. You ever played Rocket League?
What?
Have you ever played Rocket League?
No.
No, it's the soccer game with cars. If you've ever seen it.
Oh,
I was just gonna say, if you ever need a partner, Chappie will be down to carry you. So you know.
Oh, the garage sessions. Wow, you have that too? That's crazy.
I don't even have that.
There are a couple of those kind of like that we didn't really kind of release fully. I think back in the old iShine days when we had the forum, we had a lot of really old, like we just recorded, you know, on our own or whatever, just some demos we did. And some people have that stuff too. And it was like we had easily 20 songs that easily in the beginning that never made it onto any album. For iShine.
Sorry I don't have any more obscure questions for you. Also, your Wikipedia page is quite detailed. Haha. So that's the guy that asked about the Barbie and the dog, whatever that was.
Oh, is it on there? Wikipedia, I don't really trust Wikipedia, you know.
Yes, please take over, Englander. We want more obscure questions.
What is this? There was also that panel where it's you, Ruben, and Dan are together, and Dan mentioned. Oh, Dan. Well, Dan, yeah. That was, we were. Gosh, I want to say we were either in Arizona or Florida. I can't remember. We were all together there, and it was a DMC. Yeah, we weren't. I don't think it was none of it was known that the whole where Nero's dad was Virgil, like that was never revealed. But Dan did let it slip. It was like, and my son or whatever. But most people thought he was just, you know, just goofing off and saying that to me. But I think some people caught on. What is your favorite song to cover? Man, I don't know. I haven't really played any cover songs in a very long time. Power Rangers, actually, the last few years with iShine, we would play a little bit of the Power Ranger theme song. Cheer size, cheer like a pro. Get out of here, Englander. What are you doing? It's like you're going into my closet, digging out all the skeletons.
If I could get you in contact with an event organizer for Tokyo in Tulsa, would you be interested?
Yeah, well, don't contact me because I will forget or drop the ball or double book or screw something up. But, you know, I've got managers. If you could always, you know, you could shoot me an email or whatever. I still do use the iShine Band email occasionally, so you could hit me up over there. And
is that on Twitter? Is that?
Yeah.
Is the email on Twitter?
Yeah. You can message me on Twitter or DM me on Instagram. I do read a lot of those messages. I don't always respond back because there's too many. Marina, where are you at? Where do you live?
She's from Russia. She joined the stream today especially for this, so that's really cool.
That's awesome.
And Ruben, who just joined, is from Taiwan, I want to say.
Taiwan? Whoa,
yeah.
That's awesome. Obscure questions. Okay, here's one. There is footage out on YouTube where you are in a speed racer type show and you fight a rubber suit monster. What was the deal with powering? Oh, Fast Max. I think that's Fast Max. Yeah, I worked on a pilot. A friend of mine was doing a pilot, like kids show type of thing. and then I brought in Koichi and this alpha stunt teams from Power Rangers to do all the action stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I can bring in my friends.
Read what Starfield says. I don't want to say it out loud.
What?
That's not a thing, by the way. Nipple Friday is not a thing. I just want it to be known.
If you ever toured with a band, who would it be? Oh, if I could pick, living, would it have to be alive? Gosh, that's tough because I think if we were, depends. I don't know. That's a good question. I have to think about that one.
Yeah, of course, Cookie. Sorry. Yeah, of course, Cookie. You can message me on Discord whenever. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, is that what you were reading, Nipple Friday?
Yeah. That's what I was saying. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Believe me.
I do have a Snapchat, but I stopped using it a while ago. Just because I can't keep track of all the different social media things. I'm barely able to keep up with what I have. And people just send you all sorts of pictures that you don't want to look at. You know what I mean?
I think we all do. Like Nipple Friday. Most obscure thing a fan has ever said to you when meeting you?
Most obscure thing?
Obscure or weird? Let's alter the question a bit.
Yeah, okay. Weird. How about uncomfortable? Uncomfortable. Oh, there was a group. I want to say I was in Arkansas or Alabama, somewhere there, and a group. I was in a Q&A, and these girls kept giggling, like as I'm like talking, I can hear them having their own little conversation or whatever during this panel, and they finally had a question, so I pointed them, and they said, "Are you afraid of being raped by fangirls?" So that was the weirdest question.
Wow.
The weirdest, or the most uncomfortable thing, I think.
So since the con here in the UK fell through, do you have any future UK plans this year?
Right now, this year, and that was the only one. But my manager is looking into next year. I'm kind of booked through most of the year right now. There are still some dates open towards the end of the year, but I don't know if no one from the UK has reached out. So it looks like possibly next year. Yeah, I'd love to go to the UK again too.
Chappie needs a sippy cup. He spilled his drink on his keyboard. That's why he needs a new keyboard. Johnny, you've worked on many anime. What are some of your favorite anime if you do watch them? It doesn't have to be just things you've acted in.
Favorite anime. All right, well, let me think back. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, back when that was first released, I thought that was really cool at the time. I haven't seen it in forever, so I don't know if it's kind of dated now, but that was really cool then. Ninja Scroll, I remember first seeing that. I thought it was pretty cool. Speed Racer is a classic one. Voltron, right? Voltron is. What was the one? It was. I don't know if it was called Gotcha Man, or if they had a different name for it. But that was also something I thought I was really into when I was younger. Do you still play Pokemon Go? Yes, I do. I gotta keep up with people.
You level 40 yet?
No, I have to look at it. I can't remember what level I am. I'm getting close.
Drop that friend code, bro. Get all the gifts.
It's hard to keep up with all those. Artemis Meow. The Artemis Meow is basically, I try to purposely make it sound like a guy that is terrible at meowing. I do. I try to make it sound like, wait a second. Like if anybody's really listening, like, hang on, that was like a dude making a meow, not like an actual cat. But I think it's funnier that way. Meow.
See you later, C0 from Singapore.
Take care. And what time is it in Singapore?
I think I remember working out the time for him the other day that you were coming on. So it's what, 8 o'clock now. So it'd be 4 a.m. for him, I think.
Whoa. Well, thanks for stopping by. Did you audition for Artemis? Yeah, what did you do? Like, what was your direction for? Actually, I was sent a handful of auditions. Artemis was one of them. There's a handful of the male characters, and some of the there's some villains also, I think, earlier on. And I missed the date on that audition. Because I was gone somewhere, I don't remember where I was, but I missed the audition, and then so I thought it was done, and then they resent me the sides for the audition for Artemis and said, you know, and then they told me to audition. They said, hey, audition for this. I think they were upset that I didn't audition the first time, and so I auditioned for Artemis, and then I booked it. The direction for it, I don't remember exactly if there was much direction. I want to say that it wasn't. I wasn't called in for the audition. I think I sent it from my own studio. You know what I mean. So there wasn't a director there. I just did it on my own and sent it in.
Do you think I should play the game a little more as I'm still under the DMC5 banner? Well, when Johnny jumps out, I'll be jumping back into the game. I just think it's more interesting sitting here chatting about everything, more so than watching me fail. So.
What time is it? Oh, it's 3. I'm probably going to have to bounce out of here. So I need to find out what time I got to go.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Thing tonight. Pizza. You getting pizza? Oh, man, I'm still hungry right now. I haven't eaten in hours.
Johnny, do you want to see Nero fail some more? There we go.
Oh, I definitely want to see you fail.
All right.
I mean that in the nicest way, too. If you and Nero could be a topping each on a pizza, what would you both be? Well,
meaty.
Well, I would be cheese, because you can't have cheese or pizza without cheese. I would be cheese. Favorite fast food? I like burgers. Burgers count, right?
Burgers are good. Which is your favorite fast food?
That's it.
I don't know. What would you say? Restaurant? It's not a restaurant, is it? Is it a restaurant? Fast food?
Yeah, like a fast food restaurant. You mean like Taco Bell? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
That's not burgers though.
I know, but okay. So burgers.
I think it's more festive.
I like In-N-Out. In-N-Out is a good one. Yeah. You guys don't have that there.
We do not. No.
What do you have? You have Hungry Jack, right? Or do you have Hungry Jack?
No, we have McDonald's, Burger King. And that's about it. KFC.
Oh, it's Burger King for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
JYB, could you do your Brock voice and say, I'll use my frying pan as a drying pan, please?
I don't remember my Brock voice. It was probably something in this range. But what is the context of me saying this? Am I angry? Am I happy?
I can hear it in my head. I don't know if you. It could have been you. I don't know, but
because the version that I did in Origins, he was kind of chill. That line seems like he's not so chill.
Sounds like he's like he's trying to make a bad pun.
Yeah, I like burgers, and I immediately say Taco Bell. Yes, I did do that. I did do that. Yes, I like burgers, but my favorite fast food restaurant is Taco Bell. You can quote me on that. All right. Five Guys is pretty good too.
Yeah, I do like Five Guys. We do have that every.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. No, it's not very popular. It's getting more popular. Yeah. So.
Okay. See, Whataburger or In-N-Out. Whataburger is a special place for me because I grew up in Texas. So. You know what? I would still say In-N-Out though, because I feel like half of the Whataburgers, at least that I've been to in recent years, they always seem like they're run down a little bit. Did I just say that? Is it okay that I said that? I like Whataburger though, especially the spicy ketchup.
What are these new arms I'm getting?
Oh, what now?
I'm getting new arms.
Wait, are you playing again? This thing's not
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
All I'm seeing is the chat.
Jabra GPO1. Nico's just giving me loads of hands. The pasta breaker. Oh, that's fantastic. It's just forks on an arm.
KFC or Popeyes? It would be Popeyes. It would definitely be Popeyes.
Hang on, sorry. I'm gonna switch over. I just saw something. Oh, I see.
Mega Buster. Mega Man. I'm going to be using that. Alright, here you can use red orbs to acquire skills, replenish items, or change equipped gear to help you get a leg up in battle. Cycle through the tabs.
Making more jokes there.
He's a funny one. Cycle through the tabs at the top of the screen to select a section to customize. Skills, customize double breakers, equipment, items. Okay.
I can't get this screen to show me the game, man. All I can see is the chat. I'm going to refresh this real quick.
Okay. I got all the power I need right here, shows Pasta Breaker. I don't know if Johnny knows what that is. I'm gonna buy it. Alright, oh, I need to buy a Mega Buster as well.
How do you cope with missing your family when you're away at cons and such? Any go-to things you tend to do to minimize it? That's an excellent question. Usually I FaceTime with my family, my kids, you know. Yeah, so I would do that. Any go-to things to do to minimize it would also just be keep myself super busy.
Like this.
Exactly. You should get this game for your birthday, Robbie.
Alright, I'm using all these free orbs that I got to get a leg up in the game, I think.
Yeah, I saw a few people say that they really like the Mega Buster. On Instagram, at least.
Blue Rose. Pack even more power into your color up shots. Hold square to fill up the bullet gauge. Let you fire 3 shots once the gauge is full. Yes, I want that.
So Johnny, I know you used to be all about that Kung Fu. But lately I hear you talk about BJJ a lot. What made you get so into it, and what do you like about it? Well, I still like Kung Fu, but, you know, I haven't been like that was when I was younger. I studied Shaolin Kung Fu, you know, so I did that quite a bit. But lately, yeah, BJJ. Well, I mean, I've just been doing jujitsu quite a bit. I do a lot of that and Eskrima, you know, like stick fighting, knife fighting stuff. Huh. You know, every few years I get into something else. Unless you're trying to get me to say that Kung Fu is pointless. But I don't know that to be true. It really depends on the practitioner. But BJJ is definitely more practical as far as if you're in a street fight.
Have you heard of DDP yoga?
What?
DDP yoga? Have you ever heard of that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe am I hearing you wrong? Maybe.
By a wrestler called Diamond Dallas Page. He does his own yoga.
Oh, really?
Stuff, yeah.
Is it like that hot yoga stuff?
I don't know if it's hot yoga. It's there's always videos coming up about how it reforms lives and stuff. I didn't know if it was popular in America or not. Englander says DDP clearly needs to work harder. Okay.
What was your first ever gaming console? It was around the time of Atari. We had Atari, but then I don't know if that was the first one we had. I think my dad used to work for Texas Instruments, and they had like a console, and they had a bunch of games on that, and that was one of the first ones I think we had.
There's tons of stuff to...
What's what you felt was the weirdest voiceover role have you done? Oh, so what was the weirdest voiceover role? Wild Arms 4, I played a giant... There's a chicken head. There's like a giant chicken head. I'd have to think about the voice a little bit to find it one day.
Alright, here's one. Johnny, if you could make a song about Nero, your friend, what would be the name of the song?
It would be called Nero, my friend.
Genius. Genius. Print it, put it on a t-shirt.
That's right. The cover of the album would be...
Alright, how do I do this then? So I have to choose which arms I want to bring out with me?
Yeah. Right?
I'm learning.
Well, I think because they can break, right? So you want to carry... I think you can carry a few arms, right?
Alright, I know I said this is PG, right? A devil breaker made with Kyrie in mind. The pliable materials are gentle on the skin and it vibrates to soothe the pain away.
Let me find another question.
Yeah.
By the way, Johnny, if you love burgers, you should watch the Burger Show on YouTube. Okay, I'll check it out. I'm assuming they make burgers.
Alright, get my vitality up a couple notches, because I'm going to need that health. Alright. Alright, I think I'm ready to play the game now. I've done all the customization. What up, Shingo?
Right.
How's it going, man?
Alright, so I'm gonna hang out for another maybe 10 minutes, and then I gotta start contacting people because nobody's letting me know when I'm supposed to be ready.
Alrighty. Alright, let's do this mission. Weirdest or most unique gift you've ever got?
Weirdest or most unique gift I've ever got? What would be the weirdest? Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there've been things that were really weird. The only thing I could think of right now, off the top of my head, is because of Trigun, you know, and Bash, he really likes donuts. Somebody gave me a box of donuts. And you know how sometimes donuts, the case will have that clear cellophane on the top or whatever.
Yeah.
But there was like, you know, like what is that called? It was like drips of sweat. It wasn't sweat, but it was, you know, it was moisture.
Condensation.
Yeah, condensation is the word I was looking for. Thank you. But yeah, so there's like condensation on the inside of the donut thing, and so that made it a little weird for me, especially because they wanted me to bite into a donut right then and there.
Ugh. What's up, Jinskins? How's it going, buddy? Who's your favorite mod? E.T. Giggles says. You've got to say E.T. Giggles. She's the nicest lady in the world. Take my word for it.
When did you guys start mocapping DMC5? It was 2 or 3 years ago. I could look up the exact date, but I don't know off the top of my head. But it was a couple of years ago.
And these places seem so much more fleshed out than DMC4.
Yeah.
The environments.
You know what I'd like to see is I would like to see like just a DMC, like you know how they do Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah.
I would just like to see all the characters in DMC. Like you could be even the demons and just like a fight game, you know?
That'd be pretty cool. Well, that actually makes me think of the Power Ranger fighting game that's coming out. Have you been asked to do anything with that?
No, they haven't asked me.
Did you get any exclusive keepsakes for working with DMC?
No. Because the stuff, like, it wasn't, you know, like, if you're working on a film, you have, like, actual props, you know, but the stuff that we had, it was, you know, cardboard and duct tape, guns and swords, you know, so they weren't nearly anything like what you see in the game, you know, it's just clearly fake stuff with motion capture sensors on them, you know. And they're still working on the game even after we left, so they got to keep that stuff with them. So there wasn't anything that I kept, but being in Japan was awesome, and I definitely got a lot of things while I was there.
So I saw a question earlier on that that said, how many times did you have to go to Japan for just this one game, this one?
This
DMC?
one specifically, I was only there. I mean, I was there just the one time. I didn't have to go back and forth. I was there for a few weeks working on it. I don't remember exactly how many days. It may have been close to a month. But yeah, something like that. But we were there for a while, but we were there like until we finished, basically. You know what I mean? That was the same with the first game too.
Doing in a city like this. There's something to this place.
Japan's really cool. Yeah, it's pretty expensive, but it is a pretty cool place to go to. If you haven't been there and you get a chance to go, I definitely recommend it.
Okay, for those that know the game, how do I switch to the Mega Buster?
What are my plans for today once I go to the con?
What'd you say?
Just take it as it comes, or is it all planned? Or well, that's what I gotta find out. That's why I'm gonna leave here in a few minutes because nobody's told me when I'm supposed to be ready, and so I need to find that out. I need to start calling people. So I'm not 100% sure. I assume that there's maybe a panel or an autograph session. I'm not really sure. Any other music projects besides Where Giants Fall?
I'm making it easy for me, huh?
No, not really. What was it like to go to Japan? Awesome. It's cool. It's really cool there. The first time I went there was actually for Devil May Cry 4, and that was a long time ago. But that was, I want to say that was before the iPhone, so it was pretty crazy because they had phones that had like television or where they could stream stuff and watch things on their phones, and that was something I had not seen, and like everybody had that. It was really cool.
All right, I got the pasta breaker. I believe you're scheduled for the panel at 6 today, says AKP.
You know more than me. All right, awesome. Oh, is the panel at 6? What time is it right now? All right. I got to be ready this time. Happen to love like bullets. Well, we finished it, but then, good question. One day I think maybe we'll throw it. The problem is, once we finished it, it took a while to finish it, but once we finished it, the format we filmed it on is a little dated, and then a lot of other independent films came out that had very similar storylines, and things in it, which we didn't obviously copy from them, but it would seem like we did if we were to release it now. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'll totally get you.
I mean, I'll talk to them. Maybe we could post it on YouTube or something if people actually want to still see it, but I don't know. In your opinion, what's the most underrated show game you've been involved in? Most underrated. Dang, that's a really good question. I feel like there's a handful of things. Well, I guess it also depends on, I worked on Doraemon, but that's more of a kid's thing, and I felt like that was you know what? I'm thinking of also, we worked on Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. We did like the whole series, but then our version wasn't ever seen, wasn't shown at all, because 4Kids was also doing Zexal, but they did their version. Well, they won the lawsuit, and so their version got seen. So that doesn't really answer the question, but that's what I guess I would really want people to see. How long does a project like DMC5 usually take? For me, I worked on it, like I said, it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago for the motion capture. And then about a year ago, we finished up the voiceover. And I'm estimating the times here. But they had been working on the game, I don't know how many years before we even started. And they continued, obviously, up until we finished, obviously, all the voiceover stuff. And then they also had to do whatever voiceover in the Japanese as well. If I could get a plushie made, what would it be?
Did E.T. say that? Yes. E.T.
Yes.
E.T. is amazing at creating plushies.
Serious?
This is an old one, but she made a plushie of me. This is an old one. She's only got better. You can't see it because of the green screen.
Hold on. Is it green?
The t-shirt's green, but like the lighting isn't perfect in here, so it kind of cuts out. But oh man, she's amazing. I've got some. I don't know if you know Splatoon, the squid painting game. She made some squidlings from that my son loves. Finley absolutely adores.
Oh, huh.
She's amazing. I think she's hinting she wants to make you something.
No.
The correct answer is Wolfstrain. Yeah, I agree. Probably Wolfstrain. Action films often feel like they copy other action films. Yeah, I mean, some do, but I guess if you saw our film, you would know what I'm talking about. It's not really the action film part of it. There's some aspects to the story. How much do you like Nero for playing DMC5?
Come on, Johnny, answer the question. Answer the question, Johnny.
How much? Like either a lot.
Tell me you love me, Johnny. Tell me you love me.
Hey, I already said we're friends. All right. Yeah, it was Zexel. But our version, somebody's gonna release it someday, and then when you see it, our version was pretty good. We had a lot of really good voice actors in it. And I'm not saying this because I was in it. That sounds very arrogant.
Nidhogg hatchling. Lava that kills the demon tree. Hatchling of the parasitic Nidhogg. It feeds on weakened parts of the Cliffoth, destroying its internal structure. Okay.
Yeah, Clifod. I remember that very well.
Okay, Clifod. There you go. We all know how to pronounce it now.
Exactly. Clifod, guys. It's Clifod. If you and Nero, your friend, were a tag wrestling team, what would be your team name and special move? What would be our team name?
I'm drawing a blank here. I'm sorry.
Just hacked my way through.
Double Neros.
There you go. All the way across the sky. What does it mean?
Massive question for Johnny. What do you get on your pizza? Man, I'm a pretty simple pizza eating kind of guy. Usually it's either pepperoni's an easy choice, or I would just do like ground meat on it, like ground beef, and possibly mushrooms and olives.
You had me right up until the olives, mate.
No olives for you. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like olives, which is usually what happens. Usually then it's like, all right, well, just get a meat lover's pizza.
Okay,
What?
it's telling me to press L3 to find where I've got to go next. But it's not actually showing it. Oh man, I bought a Mega Buster and I could have just picked one up here. Wasting orbs, man. Which Nero design do you like the most? DMC4 or DMC5?
It's a good question. Let me go on to the next one. What did you like about working on Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans? What did I like about it? First off, just being a part of the Gundam universe was pretty cool. Okay, so here's the thing with the Nero design. I really liked the way Nero looked in DMC4, and I think I was very used to that. And so it took me a little bit to get used to the DMC5 look. But after seeing some of the cutscenes, I had no problem with it. Does your family like pineapple on pizza? Yes, my wife and my son do. What was the most challenging part of your career? Well, just keeping it afloat. Having a career and being consistent with a career, that's pretty tough. You have to constantly audition. There's a lot of work. If you and Nero, your friend, are going to a restaurant, which restaurant would you guys go to? All right, Nero. What did we go to? What did we go to when we went?
We was in a hotel last time, weren't we?
Oh, it was a hotel. Okay, but we did go to I want to say Fridays.
TGR Fridays. Yeah, we went TGR Fridays.
TGR Fridays, right? Yeah. Okay.
I'd go there again. Do you remember my nephew got a burger bigger than both of us, and he polished that thing down?
Yeah.
He got like a monster burger, and it was bigger than his head. And he
That's
polished
fun.
that thing down. Oh, and do you know what you had? You had the Bruce Lee burger.
I don't remember that. Did
Because it had like spices on it and it made you want to go, "Wata!" or something.
That's right. Good.
God.
Orga. Yeah, Orga was a fun character to play. I remember because he was a character that was when I pictured him, he seemed like he would be, I don't know, deeper than like I wouldn't normally be cast for that kind of character is what I felt. And so I recall every morning I would drive to work for that. I would shout all the street signs so that when I showed up to voice Orga, I was a little raspy. And because I felt like it was like, oh man, I wanted people to feel like they can kind of hear like this guy's been through some war, you know? And so he's just like, he's got that tone or that texture in his voice, which is a dumb thing to do. I don't recommend that for anybody to do. I don't know why I did. I just felt like I wanted to try something like that. You guys are making me hungry. I've been eating all day. Now you're talking about mac and cheese. Mac and cheese does sound good.
Mac and cheese always sounds good.
Pancakes. Yeah, pancakes are good, but not with ketchup.
Don't tell me Alex used to like pancakes with ketchup.
No, I played a ninja in the thing.
Oh yeah,
called
Hellbinders. Okay, sorry, my bad.
But I did think of Alex whenever I did that. If there's something you could change about Nero's character, what would it be? Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know if there's much I would change about it. If you change too much in Nero's character, he might end up being too similar to Dante. Anime Expo? That's a good question. I'm not sure. Usually when that comes around, I usually do try to go. So there's a good chance that I'll be there. If I don't already have something booked, which I don't think I do. But I don't know for sure. Biggest guilty pleasure. Cheetos. Mikazuki? You guys gotta stop talking about food, man.
You're gonna have to find some on your way.
I know. I'm so
Tell your driver, I gotta stop off at a In-N-Out or something.
Yeah, I saw a menu here. Maybe I can order something.
Haunted burgers. That's what you're gonna get.
Get grandma burgers. Spicy food. I can handle fairly spicy. I don't like it to be too spicy. I'd probably medium range, like a 5. I wouldn't go over a 5. If out of 10, I wouldn't go over a 5. Polo would definitely go for 10 or 11, and pay for it later. I'm not gonna drive an hour and a half to Grand Rapids. I already drove 2 hours just to get here. I didn't drive. I rode. I sat in the back. Ichigo Aizen fight for the first time. Very cool. Super awesome.
That's a good one. Do your kids watch any of the shows you've been on?
Some of them, like Yokai Watch. My kids have seen. There are a few others. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. I usually don't. I don't sit there and I don't make them watch any of the stuff. You know, if they stumble on it on their own, then yeah. But you know, so I, you know, I don't go out of my way to have them. Grandma's fur burgers. Yeah.
Just throw a diva fit at the con and demand food.
Done any more axe throwing practice to challenge Austin again? That's funny. You know, I did buy a throwing axe. Yeah, so I have been throwing the axe around in the backyard. do they realize it's me when they went? No. Well, my daughter did. She knew it was me. I went to go see the Yokai Watch movie with her. No, I'm sorry. No, we went to go see. We went to go see some kids movie, and then the trailer for the Yokai Watch movie I think came on, or the trailer for the series came on, and then my daughter was like, "Daddy, that's you." She said it super loud, and it was really embarrassing. Oh, there's definitely things that I've done that I wouldn't let my kids watch. Yeah, definitely. Especially now at their age, they're so young right now, Would I like to see Nero in an anime version of DMC? Heck yeah. Oh yeah. Are you not on Yokai Watch anymore? I hate that the voice is different. Is there any reason that you're willing to share? Yeah, I'm not in it anymore. The third season is different cast. They hired all new people. I don't know if I should go into that detail too much.
Is that with the games as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did do one more game for them. But then after that, there's some things that didn't seem that it just weren't right. Favorite series to watch outside of anime? I don't know. I mean, I watch a ton of stuff on Netflix. Whenever I fly, I download it. Like I'm just now watching that Umbrella Academy, and I'm only a few episodes in, so please don't spoil anything. Actually, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go find out what's going on.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for hanging out, man.
Yeah, I keep forgetting, but the time is it. I gotta figure out what's going on here. Hey, thank you guys so much. We gotta do this again sometime. Nero, you better beat this game or I'm gonna be very disappointed.
I will, don't you worry. I'll get it beat within the next week, man. I'm gonna be playing this non-stop, brother.
Alright, well, you guys can catch me at the con sometime, hopefully. If not, I'll see you on social media, wherever, mostly on Instagram, but Facebook and Twitter as well. But thank you guys so much for the support. I really hope that you guys enjoy the game. It was a lot of fun to work on it. I know that Dan and Ruben are proud of it as well. We're all very proud of it. It was a great time. And I really hope that they continue it. And Nero, thank you so much for doing this.
No, thank you. Anytime you're free, man, I'll always have you back on. We can do this again.
All right, brother. All right, you guys take care. Thank you.
All right, man. See you later. All right. All right, guys. That was that. That was one hell of a stream. HLA was just